This is Borobudur Temple, the largest Buddhist temple in the world. Yes, to this day, this temple matches its size or grandeur, spanning 2,500 square meters with a total height of approximately 115 feet. Borobudur stands as an awe-inspiring monument. But did you know that this incredible temple was once the target of a terrorist attack? Yes, you heard that right. A group of terrorists bombarded the temple with 9 bombs in a single strike. After this devastating attack, no one thought the temple would survive. But what happened next left the entire world astonished. Join me as we uncover the full story of this magnificent temple in today's episode on Da Vinci's vision. The origins of Borobudur date back 1,200 years to the 9th century, when it was built by a king from the Sailendra dynasty on the island of Java, Indonesia. However, history has no solid record of which specific king was responsible or what his true motive was for constructing such a grand temple. But one thing is certain, whoever he was, his mission was clear: to build the greatest Buddhist temple ever, no matter how long or how much effort it took. And it wasn't easy. It took 75 years to complete Borobudur. The king gathered the best artisans from across his kingdom and presented them with the task of designing the temple. Among many designs, the one that stood out was inspired by the mandala, a symbol of the universe and enlightenment in Buddhism. With the design finalized, the next step was finding the perfect location for the temple. And they found it on the Kedu Hill. Yes, Borobudur was built on a hill, ensuring its prominence and a breathtaking view of the surrounding beauty. Once the location was set, the search for the right stones began. The materials were sourced from nearby volcanic rocks known today as andesite stones. It's estimated that over 2 million stones were used in the temple's construction. Workers and animals hauled these stones to the site, where artisans carved intricate designs before fitting them into place. Now, here's an amazing fact. The stones were not held together with any cement or glue. Instead, they were meticulously carved and fit together so perfectly that they form an incredibly stable structure, resistant even to earthquakes. That's why, even after 1,200 years, Borobudur remains intact. The temple is divided into 9 levels, with the lower 6 being rectangular and the upper 3 circular. Its design reflects the 3 realms in Buddhist cosmology: Kamadhatu, the world of desire; Rupadhatu, the world of forms; and Arupadhatu, the formless world. These realms symbolize the journey toward enlightenment. Next came the carvings and statues. Using only chisels and hammers, artisans carved 2,672 relief panels on the temple walls, each telling detailed stories from Buddha's life, his reincarnations, and Jataka tales. There are also 504 Buddha statues, each uniquely crafted with exceptional artistry. One of Borobudur's most iconic features is its stupas, shaped like bells. The largest stupa, located at the center of the temple, is the holiest part, surrounded by 72 smaller stupas, each containing a seated Buddha statue in a meditative pose. The intricate design allows visitors to peek through holes to view the statues inside. The temple was also equipped with over 100 drainage spouts to prevent water damage during heavy rains. Thanks to all this careful planning and construction, Borobudur became the world's largest and most magnificent Buddhist temple. The total estimated cost to build Borobudur would exceed $1 billion today, making it comparable to the Burj Khalifa in terms of expense. But after its completion, things began to change in Indonesia. As the Muslim population grew, Buddhists began to leave the country, and the temple was eventually abandoned. By the 14th century, Borobudur had been buried under volcanic ash and overgrown by jungle, fading into legend. It wasn't until 1814 that a man named Sir Thomas Stamford Raffles heard stories about the hidden temple. Determined to find it, Raffles and his engineer friend spent time exploring and eventually rediscovered Borobudur, buried under layers of earth and vegetation. The government then took over the restoration, and after much work, the temple was reopened to the world. But Borobudur's trials were not over. The temple was bombed on January 21, 1985, by Islamic extremists, 9 bombs exploded, severely damaging 9 stupas and several Buddha statues. Thankfully, no one was killed, but the damage to the temple was extensive. However, the Indonesian government quickly began reconstruction efforts, restoring the temple to its former glory. The attack was motivated by religious extremism, and the perpetrators were later caught and sentenced to life imprisonment. So, what do you think of Borobudur Temple and its incredible history? Let us know in the comments. And if you missed our last episode about the world's largest temple, check the link in the description to watch it. Also, tell us in the comments which famous monument or building you'd like to see next. And don't forget to follow our channel for more unique and fascinating videos like this one. Thank you.